and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. So Illinois' kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Can you draw up a better start for any defense? First play of the game, you get a sack, a negative play, exactly what you're looking for. This defense coming out the gates on fire.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Got the back over the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12, and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Zings it complete to the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fighting Illini, facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be... Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
That's got to make you feel good offensively. The first game of the year, and early you're able to break off a long run. We know for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established early this season.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The play action fake. Quarterback moving. Finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 30. 10. And with the pick 6. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball is going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. On the left side, here's Coleman. Good, solid tackle.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Got room at the 35. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Finds his man. It's Green. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying to run, it's Hawkins. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hauser. Right down the middle. Pulls it in, it's Clement. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this offense, man. Luke Altmaier was so good at the trigger. He was so good, man. He got the ball out. He got hit a bunch. Palmer finding that next guy to take Illinois from a good team. And they've been a really good team the past couple years to a great team. It's probably going to start at that spot.
Yeah, Hauser comes in from ECU, and he's expected to be the guy to help lead this team to the promised land. He's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too, based on what Altmaier was able to do. But this is a position they've been able to find success through the portal, and now Hauser's got to be the guy to get it done and take this team to the upper echelon of the Big Ten.
That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dixon. And tackled there by the defense. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Finding some room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Back to throw, it's Hauser. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire...
Snags it, and there's running room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running behind that left side. Touchdown, Illini! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Running inside, it's Hawkins. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. It's complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And the Cowboys have taken it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Hawkins. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hawkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Hauser. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Punch it out of the air.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Valentine. And the defense drags him down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Young. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Just enough time for 1 final play of the half. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. Leaping grab for a big gain. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. Sprinting away! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Illinois lining up quickly.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves, and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Fires to the big fella. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Running inside, it's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. The run inside, it's Hawkins. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The Illinois offense returns to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Got his man on the right. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. On target. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly out to the tight end.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If a quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. They're working that left side, and that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Past the 20. Touchdown, Illinois! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. There he goes. Oh, the sweet feet. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They're going to ride this running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Hawkins. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Stepping to the right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I think that's what you want to see from this offense down.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Makes the grab on the left. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. To the air. It's Hauser. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks? Really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
He leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that one.
The offense coughs it up. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They just got a huge break, and now they need to put this ball into the end zone. A field goal really doesn't help much at this stage. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Young. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
He's got an open man. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking for an open area to his left. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the first down.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Got his man out of the backfield, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Release to the back. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to make magic with his feet. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And a missed opportunity on third down. Defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass, I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. Out of bounds to stop the clock. Not enough for the first down, but he did pick up 9.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So now on comes the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll send out the kicker here. They'll snap it from the 38, leaving him with a 55-yard field goal attempt to try to take the lead and win the game. Oh, it's blocked. And they scoop it up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Line out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's Hauser. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They strike first here in overtime.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he added the extra point. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
4-down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
Beck's going for the goal line. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Young. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. 1st and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've got a little work to do here on 3rd and goal in overtime. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Gets rid of it. If he houses this, it's ball game. Inside the 50. Past the 30. Past the 10. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.